All right, 11:19 spoilers, and we're finally seeing what happened with Gear 5 Bonney, because apparently she's teaming up with Luffy, Sanji, and Frankie to do a combination attack that freaking launches Mars away, like Team Rocket style. Another thing that we're seeing in this chapter is the ancient robot having a flashback of Joy Boy talking to him. I don't want to say here because we're gonna have to wait for the anime, but we see Joy Boy talking in this chapter, which is pretty wild, and we're getting more Gorosei fighting as well. So let's get into it. So the giants are cheering for Luffy and Bonney, and Mars says that it's just a fake transformation. So this is like a great representation of what the community has been like since the last chapter. It's like some people love Gear 5 Bonney, and some people are like, it's stupid, it's just a fake transformation. I mean, I guess it's not a quote-unquote fake transformation. It's still not even being fully explained as far as I know in this chapter, but due to Bonnie's devil fruit and the way that it was altered by Saturn through experimentation, she can go into alternate futures, essentially exploring multiple timelines or multiple universes where she becomes Nika, or as she says, the most free. And yes, I understand that there was foreshadowing, I talked about this before, and that narratively it comes together with what Kuma ultimately wanted for Bonney to be free and to essentially, I don't know, be like Nika because of that, since they all, worship him. Like, it's almost literally like a religion. But I guess she does get some power from this. And of course, she's also able to do this because she is a 12-year-old child, and therefore she has a better imagination and less insight into the cynical, literal future of things, which Saturn says makes her ability better. I don't think it's necessarily a fake transformation, since she does seem to have some kind of powers aside from it just being an aesthetic change. I don't know if she can do rubber stuff, still remains to be seen, but Mars attacks. However, Luffy transforms into a giant balloon. Luffy tells the others that monsters can recover, so it's better to send them flying instead. Luffy, Sanji, Frankie, and Bonney do a combined attack that sends Mars away. So yeah, here we go. We got a team up attack here, and I'm sure it's pretty cool, don't get me wrong, but I don't know how much of a factor Bonney is in this, but Luffy alone probably could send Mars flying, right? I mean, he's proven himself at this point. But Sanji and Frankie, I mean, at least they're in here. Frankie especially, that's nice. And then, Bonnie's doing something. But as it's been described, Mars is getting launched here Team Rocket style. So I don't know if he's gonna come back or if this is just like him getting launched off the island and then, I don't know, maybe he's done for the arc. I don't think he's being defeated or anything, of course, but distance-wise, he might be cooked. But first, guys, Hofsco is doing a huge giveaway where you can win one of their Xander Max 10-inch folding electric scooters for free by simply just following Hofsco on Facebook and Instagram, as well as joining their official Hofsco Facebook group. That's it. That's literally all you need to do to be entered to win a free Xander Max 10-inch folding electric scooter. The giveaway is running from today, June 12th to June 30th. I'll have the links in the description. Thanks, guys. The ancient robot wakes up, and the Den Mushi wakes up too, and proceeds to continue the broadcast. Vegapunk says that which was inherited can be called a will, and he hopes it's passed down. We see some reactions from the Big Mom Pirates and also Vivi and Morgan's. Alright, so Vegapunk's broadcast still continuing here, talking about the Will of D. Not getting any new information on it, but this is essentially what we could construe from the information that has already been given to us throughout the series. And it's interesting that we're getting some reactions from the Big Mom Pirates. It could just be nothing, or maybe it's insinuating that there is a D amongst them. Also for Vivi, I guess she's like a D too, since it was revealed that Lily is a D, so naturally her D, quote unquote, would be passed on to Vivi. It also makes you think, like, why are these people continuing to give the D middle name if they all have no idea what it means? needs? And why is the Gorosei and Emu not killing off every single person that has a D initial? Like, they literally have Garp as one of the highest ranking members of their military. Going back to Luffy, he attacks Jupiter. Mercury goes for the Elbaf ship. All right, Mercury, once again, the smart one of the Gorosei. And since Luffy is just moving on to Jupiter here, I guess that means that Mars is really cooked for this arc, I guess. Bonney back into a kid. She is exhausted. So understandable. I mean, even Luffy, the real Gear 5, gets gassed out pretty fast using his ability. So even whatever Bonney is doing should have some kind of limiting factor to it. I mean, she can only do it for like, what, a couple seconds here? Is she going to become Nika again? Probably. Is she going to make another person Nika? I don't see why not. But, you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. We then see the ancient robot flashback voices of Joy Boy. Joy Boy says, Emeth, when the time arrives, you must. The ancient robot leaps forth from the sea and attacks Mercury. Luffy yells, robot! All right, so here we go. This is the Joy Boy flashback, or at least just his voice. I assume we're not going to be seeing anything. We'll just see text over like a black panel. Just taking a guess. But Joy Boy's saying Emeth here. I guess that's what the name of the ancient robot is. So apparently Emeth is derived from Hebrew origins, and the name means a faithful man. Now, is this what Oda is basing it off of? Probably. You know, considering that the ancient robot stayed behind for a reason, it's connected to Joy Boy, was given some kind of instructions. Now, how much did Joy Boy know about the future for him to give these instructions to the robot? I don't know. He probably foresaw very far into the future. He probably saw that Luffy was going to come, right? Since that was like his whole plan. It was like, you know, I failed now, but in 800 years, everything will be cool, guys. So just hang in there. And of course, more classic Oda ambiguity with the Void Century stuff. I mean, at least we're seeing somebody speak from that time, especially Joy Boy. So that's a step in the right direction, I suppose. But, you know, when the time arrives, you must what? Who knows? You know, we probably won't find out for another 100 chapters, but that's fine. But the ancient robot's actually fighting back now. And as for him attacking Mercury, you don't know how effective the attack is going to be, but I assume he's probably going to wreck him. I mean, not kill him, of course, but he needs to stop Mercury here so that the Elbaf ship can depart. And then they can finally leave and go to freaking Elbaf. But he's got to be pretty powerful despite seemingly having 1 HP. From the previous chapters that we saw him get attacked. So maybe he attacks Mercury and then, I don't know, ultimately gets destroyed or something. Like, the robot is staying behind here. But yeah, that's all for now. Hopefully we will get the full summary some point tomorrow. And when we do, I, of course, will make a video covering it as soon as I possibly can. So subscribe for that if you haven't already, guys. And if you liked it, please give it a like. And let me know what you think about all this stuff in the comments. Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.